Today I'll be speaking on how to cope as F students in the United States with or without dependents. These are tried and tested tips that has helped me as a person, helped us as a family. For those who do not know our story, we came here as F students. My husband came as F1 student and I came as his dependent with our baby. And then we have more kids in the United States. And just so you know, there are other videos in the pipeline that focus on F students. So if you would like to see more of videos like this on F students, let me know in the comment section. And of course, feel free to ask your questions and I will see our best to answer and see videos that I can make to help others out there. I want to say thank you for those who have been interacting with me on this channel. Some of them give me ideas. They ask questions and then I'm able to see what people are looking for and then make videos on them. Welcome back to my channel. Please like my video if you like what you hear. Subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell. These videos are generally going to be from our experiences as F students in the United States. You can tell the story better if you have been there. That is what this is about. So today I'll be giving 5 tips on how to cope as international students or F students with or without dependents in the United States of America. The first I'll be addressing is networking. Now, networking has really helped us as individuals and it's opened my eyes to what you can achieve as a community. When you're coming down here, you have friends that you left back at home, whatever part of the world you're coming from. Family, you have support system. You want to make new friends of people around you, whether they are from the same nationality as you or not. When we came down here, we got closer to people that we either knew at one point or the other back from home, or we didn't even know at all. And this is good for you to help you not only support you, but also to help you see things holistically, And it's important that if you are the type that keep to yourself, it's me and my family and everything, you want to come out of your shell ASAP because it's not going to help you in this environment. Honestly, there are resources that you would never get to know about if you don't talk to people, if you don't ask questions. In fact, there are some things that we didn't know on time, and it was not just us. Other people complained. At least I can remember someone that told me that they've been here for years. Why are people not talking? And it just borders on how you network, how you ask certain questions. If you are at all in need of anything, you think, don't keep it to yourself. Open your mouth and ask. As long as you are not asking people to give you money and all of that, it's cool. If they know anything, if they have any resource that might be helpful, most people will be generous to give you. Yes, that's because some people are not generous. I would not lie to you. Yes, but I pray you meet the favorable ones. So it is important that you don't keep to yourself. Make sure you're willing to network with people. Don't start by asking questions. Start by making friends. Just collecting their numbers, trying to visit people, talk to them, see their side of things, ask them questions. How did you cope when you came here to the United States of America? You can start from there. What are the tips that you think can be helpful for me in this environment? Because there are some local resources that you may never find online. It is actually people that will tell you, this is what I did, that is what I did. So don't keep to yourself. Don't be a loner. Make sure you make friends, and not just of your nationality, because it might not even come as fast, but make with people holistically, everyone. Be open to making those changes. If you are a shy person, try to cut it back a little. Just saying hi, hello, how are you? My name is Dave. That is how networking starts sometimes. 2, accept the culture shock. And I tell you this, you're going to see a lot of culture shock, and I believe at some point people have experienced one form of culture shock or the other when they relocate, immigrate, and all of that. And so expect it, accept it, and find means to cope. And one of the ways you can actually help yourselves is by making some research before you come. You can go online, try to look up resources that are more tailored to where you are relocating to. Apart from the fact that, of course, culturally there are differences, I will also say time differences, weather differences. Now, those are the things you want to know, you want to be aware, to be prepared and to be mentally prepared, especially if you have a family that are your dependents, maybe wife and children or husband and children, as the case may be. It's important that you understand the things you're likely to face. Of course, it may not be totally clear from your research, but when at least you have a glimpse of what to expect. Give yourself time to adjust, time to cope with this culture shock. Expect culture shock, accept it, find means to cope, and give yourself time to adjust to them. That is really important. I'll give you an example. When we came to the United States in 2016, it took me a few months to understand. Of course, there is a currency changes. Oh, you're calculating before in Naira, and then you came down here and you suddenly realize, oh, there is this gap of difference. So, for instance, if you go to the store, you want to buy something, and then they tell you that is $5, you'll be like, what? This little thing is food, like snack. I'm going to do $5 times 700 naira. How am I going to spend 3,500 naira on just peanuts, like maybe cashew nuts or whatever it is? That happened to us. But you know what? I didn't linger there. I quickly snapped out of it because I know it wasn't going to help me. It was going to give you unnecessary headache. I learned to embrace the new currency I'm spending. One other thing that I know I adjusted to quickly was in United States of America, it is a credit-based system. I didn't know that honestly before coming down here. When we came down here, that is when I started hearing how credit card. I am not someone that like debt. I hate debt. When I was in Nigeria, I spent what I have. So coming to this place, of course, we don't have much cash to begin with. But then, because we had a family and what we have may not necessarily take care of our bills. I remember when my husband got a credit card, they increased his limit to $10,000 because he had used his credit card very well. I'm like, this is debt. Change your mentality when it comes to currency, time, weather, and everything, because you are in the all new environment and you need to adjust. 3. Look for resources that will help you get started, settled in, help you get going, and spend less. Now, that is where the first point I raised about networking is important, but also there are some resources you can get online by typing your thoughts into Google. It's as simple as that. Google became my friend more than ever when I came to United States of America. Yeah, there are resources you can get on healthcare, even as F students. Congratulations, by the way, to those of you who are following me that have been granted your visa. I pray for the rest of you too that yours will come to reality according to His will in Jesus' name. Amen. So there are resources on healthcare. For instance, when I was pregnant with I had 2 kids here in United States while on F visa. There are resources that could help you with spending less on food and everything. I'll be giving you more gist, don't worry. One major thing about coming to the United States of America is that food should be the least thing you worry about. There are resources that you can legally take that will not impede or affect your chances of becoming an immigrant later. So it's important that you know which resources you can use that will not create problems for you in the future. And trust me, my husband is a very careful person. That's one thing that has really helped us. Very careful. He doesn't want to use and abuse resources anyhow. Topmost on his mind is how these things may affect our chances of getting papers if we choose to stay back. This was really important, which takes me to my 4th point. be focused. Like I had said, my husband was really focused on the greater good, and that's why even when it comes to taxing and everything, we did things the way it should be done. As much as we know at the moment, you keep to what you know will not bring problems in the future. Have your academic goals in mind. You cannot be here and do some things that indigenous would do. Don't be distracted from your academic goals, from your immigration goals. As an F student, you're coming as a non-immigrant, and you may decide to stay back like we did at some point. So we'll stay focused. The last point that should actually probably have been the first is be real. Don't spend money you do not have. Some of these tips are still helping us today. We are mostly minimalist. Buy only what you need. Don't go for exorbitant things. Just when you come here, there is the temptation of wanting to think, oh, I have that credit card, I can use that. Let me tell you the truth. Our credit card debts were majorly things that were needed. I will tell you that. I was never one given to buying things, buying dresses and everything. No, we spent what we had. We moved and expanded with our financial power. That means when we didn't have much, when what we were earning could not even cover all our bills, when I couldn't afford a dress, I didn't go for one. No, we were minimalist to the core, and you can imagine we still accrued those debts because of the factors that surrounded me. I had to pay. I didn't wait for scholarship because of the constraint of being with family at the time. And so yes, as long as your spendings are justifiable, they are things that are assets you're acquiring, like education is an asset. As long as that is the case, you're good. I hope this helps someone out there who just came to the United States or who is planning to come to the United States to study on F visa with or without your family. Thank you. Don't forget to like this video. Like my video, give me a thumbs up if you like this video already. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Yes, that is the only way you can support me. It is free, so hit the subscribe button, like my video, and share to whoever you think it might be helpful for. For everyone that would like to connect with me, if you have questions, I can respond to you faster. If you reach me on Instagram through Seyi_Olokodano, that is displayed on the screen right now. So just type Seyi_Olokodano. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and ask your questions. I will attend to you. Yes, thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.